The oldest prophecy about the end of the world does not come from the Bible, nor from Greek or Norse mythology. It comes from a civilization far older, a people who carved their warnings into clay long before pyramids rose, long before empires formed, long before humanity understood the sky. To uncover this prophecy, you must descend into the world of ancient Sumer. A world where gods walked among men, where the sky was alive with omens, where every shadow carried meaning, and where the end of all things was not a distant fear, but a cycle written into the fabric of existence. The prophecy begins with a single declaration: what has been created will be destroyed. This line appears in multiple Sumerian tablets, echoing through Akkadian texts and later Babylonian writings. It is the oldest recorded belief that the world will end, not by chaos, not by war, but by the deliberate will of the cosmos itself. But the prophecy goes deeper. The ancients believed the world had already ended once before. They spoke of a time before time, a primordial age when the gods shaped the earth from a sea of darkness. And they warned that the same forces that created the world would one day unmake it. The prophecy is tied to a figure known as Enlil, the storm god. To the Sumerians, Enlil was not simply a deity. He was the force of destiny, the keeper of order, the one who decided when civilizations rose and when they fell. According to the tablets, Enlil once unleashed a great destruction upon humanity, not out of hatred, but because the world had become too loud. This is the first recorded end times motif in human history. The idea that humanity's corruption, noise, and chaos threatened the balance of creation. But the prophecy does not end with Enlil. Another text, older and more fragmented, speaks of a cosmic event, a moment when the heavens themselves will turn against the earth. The stars, they believed, were not distant suns. They were living beings, watchers, recorders of fate. And when they moved in certain patterns, they signaled the beginning of the end. This is the origin of the belief that eclipses, comets, and strange celestial alignments were warnings, not symbols, warnings. The oldest prophecy describes 3 signs. First, the sky will darken at an unnatural hour. Second, the earth will tremble in places where it has never trembled before. Third, the waters will rise and swallow the land. These signs appear in Sumerian, Akkadian, and later Assyrian texts, a continuity spanning thousands of years. But the prophecy's final revelation is the most haunting. The ancients believed the world would not end in fire or flood alone. They believed it would end when the bond between heaven and earth is severed. To them, humanity existed only because the gods maintained a connection to the mortal world, a cosmic thread, a divine tether. And when that tether breaks, the world collapses. One tablet describes it like this: the breath of the gods will withdraw and creation will return to silence. This is the oldest known description of the end of the world, not a battle, not a punishment, a withdrawal, a cosmic exhale. The prophecy continues with a chilling detail. Before the end, humanity will receive warnings, not through visions, not through prophets, but through the natural world itself. The ancients believed the earth reacts when the cosmic order is disturbed. Animals behave strangely, weather patterns shift, stars move in ways they should not. To them, these were not coincidences, they were messages. The prophecy concludes with a final declaration carved into clay over 4,000 years ago. When the heavens no longer speak, the earth will fall. This line has been debated by scholars for decades. Some believe it refers to celestial omens ceasing. Others believe it means humanity losing its connection to the divine, and some interpret it as the moment the cosmos stops sustaining life. But the Sumerians believed something else, something far more profound. They believed the end of the world is not destruction, it is reset, a return to the primordial sea, a cleansing of chaos, a restoration of cosmic balance. To them, the end was not the final chapter, it was the beginning of a new one. And that is the oldest known prophecy about the end of the world. A warning carved into clay, a cycle written into myth, a truth whispered by the first civilization humanity ever built. If you want to descend deeper into the archives, into the myths, the warnings, and the cosmic truths the ancients left behind, subscribe and step into the shadows of forgotten worlds.